I'm involved with dementia because my late mother, Edna, she developed dementia back in 2004, shortly after my father, John, died. My parents had been joined at the hip. They'd been married for over 60 years. And I think the shock of it brought on a number of very small attacks that she had. And eventually this developed into full-blown vascular dementia. Even though I'm a journalist, I knew very little about dementia back in 2004, 20 years ago. And I needed a great deal of help to learn what was likely to happen to my mother, to learn more about the disease. And I'm just absolutely delighted that there is now this scheme to get people reading more, reading about dementia, reading to people with dementia, and just bringing books into what can be sometimes a very distracted world if you are someone who has dementia. When my mother developed dementia, one of the things that I found that really helped was being able to read to her, because people with dementia can become quite aggressive, quite agoraphobic, quite withdrawn within themselves. And I found that if I could sit her down and read a story that perhaps she remembered from reading me when I was a little girl, it took her mind back and it calmed her down and she enjoyed listening. I think reading with dementia is going to be another step forward. First of all, in recognising that there are so many books now that deal with the subject, either because they're informative and they will give you information that will help you, the sort of training manuals, if you like, about what dementia is and how to deal with it, either as a carer, as a loved one, or as someone who has just been diagnosed with it. But also that there are now so many books written by people who have themselves had or have dementia, passing on their personal experiences, making you realise what it actually does mean from a personal point of view to live with a disease like dementia. The books are now going to be the catalyst that will bring people together, inform them, help them to become much more aware, and most importantly, less frightened of what a future with dementia holds.